So a great topic for me because I used to have the 35 millimeter camera and the old film cameras. And basically the sad part there was that you would take your pictures and after a ton of money at the Photoshop or at the photo store, you'd get them back 2 weeks later and figure out what you did wrong. Meanwhile, you couldn't do a thing about it. So digital photography is right on. And now, as opposed to darkrooms, we have Adobe Lightroom, if anybody's familiar, so it's pretty cool. I really like the way you use the introduction of how you worked in dark rooms, kind of led us into the digital age. And so you told us what was happening. I thought that was great. Russ was supposed to, his goal here with his speech was to tell us about, or to use visuals. That was the focus of the Confident Communicator, I believe it was number 8. And you would think that the topic of photographs and photographic retouch would be a good topic for this, and it was because he had plenty of visuals. The only thing that I believe might have been a disadvantage, or maybe could have been improved, was the idea is when those were up, those slides were up, we never looked at you. So all our focus was on the wall, on the pictures, and not on you as a speaker. And so if there was a way maybe to put a picture up, go to a black screen, people would come back to you, tell a little bit about maybe the history, what happened, and I really like that, by the way, and how you got into what was done and why it was done in the different cases. It was kind of cool. But I think that would have been an improvement to, at least to the focus of what they're trying to get across. It was a great speech. As far as some things you've done, a few double clutches, and it sounds like sometimes you were talking about the picture and almost changed thoughts. You were going down one thought, and so did everybody see the picture? I try to, you kind of change thoughts midstream where the sentence got a little broken up, not real smooth. Like I said, a great use of humor. You talked about the Russian, and I missed the name, Chachki or something to that effect, but how he got it with an axe, I thought that was great. Excellent research. I never knew, half the things that you spoke about there. I know it was done, and I know whenever we see, even they talk about like Apollo 13 and landing on the moon, in the past, is it real or was it fake? And so this, of course, makes you now you really wonder. Half the time, even like 9/11, I think there were pictures that people questioned because of this. So, and then finally, I think you did a great segue when you were winding things down. Just saying when you were sitting on the donkey, excellent picture to end with. I thought it was really interesting and made us laugh, and then kind of segued out of it. And one thing, I don't know if you had them, but I know a key thing, because we're using electronic sources, having backups. So maybe you had printed pictures. I don't know if you had them, but just in the event that something didn't work here, you could at least hold up the pictures. That would be a tip. But all in all, I enjoyed it because it's right in my heart taking pictures. I thought it was great, and I really enjoyed it. Thank you.